All right, guys, let's just get active. Let's just get in there. No intro today. Why? Because I just don't feel like it. I wanted to have some fun here today. So let's have some fun. Just got a response from someone that I just did a video. And guys, let me touch on this real quick. I never expect responses as a content creator, maybe just because I just don't think people will actually respond to the things that I'm saying if it's about them. But I just got a particular response. I wanted to bring you guys down the roller coaster of that particular response and to give you my thoughts at the end. But I just got a response. So bear with me right here. We're going to conduct this like a bit of a live stream. All right. Now, you're already looking at the title and the thumbnail of the video, so you probably already know kind of what you're here for. But let me get you caught up. All right. There's this video that I uploaded a few days ago, and it is entitled, "She Said I Had a Reputation for Cheating, but it doesn't matter because I'm in my prime." Okay. Now, when I originally did the reaction to this video, I took a look at the subscribers on the video and I said, oh, this is a really small channel. They don't really have a presence outside of this small channel. I didn't know who they were, if they were of anybody of notoriety. I was mistaken. I was mistaken. Okay. The young lady on the left, I forget her Instagram handle right now, but we'll get to there in a quick second. Okay. She has a platform. She has an Instagram of 1 million followers. And I actually reacted to her before. She didn't look like she does right now, but it's crazy because it's around the same time period. But that just shows you what lighting can do. All right. So this video right here, shout out to the views. Shout out to the subs on the channel. 70,000 views, which is still fantastic of a subscriber count of 100,000 total. That's a 70% rate. So that's fantastic. You always got to like your own videos. You know what I'm saying? My mama always used to tell me, you better like your own shit. If you don't, then who will? Okay. Thanks, Mom. Anyway, get back into the content. Now, guys, listen, I wanted to get into the particular response, but let me show you where I reacted to her before. It was on this, the Gemini Scorpio podcast endorsements. This is the same young lady. All right, let's just hear her talk for real quick.
Nah, listen to this. Now tell me, from a man's perspective, tell me if this is just way out of pocket. And this is why we talking prenuptials and shit. Yeah. On the first date, I had to get my daughter something to eat before he took me out. So I was like, can you run me by the McDonald's real quick because I'm running behind, woo woo. We get to McDonald's. All she got was her classic, a milkshake, 4-piece nugget, and a small fry. When the lady at the window asked for the bread,
he's like, where's that?
Yeah.
Nigga, you said run me through McDonald's real quick so we can, yeah, nigga, you gonna pay for it.
I'm sorry, okay, I think that's the problem
already,
right
that was
now.
the first problem.
That ain't no problem.
At that moment.
That's your problem.
Look, and it was at that moment, now I had the
You
bread.
should've paid for the-
And I even asked him, did he want anything? But look, it was at that moment that I knew you were never getting this pussy.
Because
All right, so I already reacted to this video. You guys already know my thoughts for the most part. Maybe I'll leave a link. It was actually a live stream. Maybe a link to the live stream down below, but this is really not the topic of the video. But I wish that I knew this when I did this video. I wish she don't look the same there at all. Can you blame me? Look, am I tripping? That's her. Let me go back. That's her. I didn't even put 2 and 2 together. Anyway, so I wish that I knew that information prior to doing this video because it would have put me in a proper perspective and understanding how you can have one person with these decision-making capabilities to talk about being a lifelong cheater. Shout out to all my cheaters out there, all right? And then with the same decision-making capabilities as someone who expects men that she is accepting to go on a date with, to pay with her creation. It would have made a lot more sense to me as I'm trying to come up to terms with how she's making these decisions and the way that she's speaking about her life, okay? It would have been good context. Anyway, let's go to her post on her platform talking about my response. All right, guys, we up here. We about to go through it. Let me also call this out as well. This is no longer public on her page. I don't know, it looked like 2 or so hours after she put this up, it wasn't getting traction, or maybe she wasn't liking the response that she was getting from it, and she ended up taking it down. But listen, you put something public on the internet, all right? As soon as you put something up there, someone's going to be screenshotting it. You put something up there, someone's going to be video recording it. And we got the tips. So we're going to go through it. You guys are going to enjoy this, all right? Now, let me play what portion she originally put up there. They all have the opportunity for this, okay? I don't care. One of the biggest lessons that I learned about women, irrespective of what they look like, doesn't determine how they treat their innards. It blew my mind when I figured it out. I was like, really?
Sure did.
I thought that the prettier that they are, the more that they love themselves. And it blew my mind. It didn't get it up to that point. It was one of those aha moments in my late teens. They all have the... All right. So let's go through the actual post right now, okay? Okay. Mediocre tutorials and reviews. Let's go. She spelled it all out correctly and everything. All right, it's long, I know. I've been thinking about changing it, but we'll see. I don't know. Appreciate the review you did on my video from @Jasmine Show about men versus women cheating. And the double standard because it expands the convo. Well, you're welcome, mama. You're welcome. You know, we're in the content game over here, so I appreciate you putting the content up there so we can have the conversation. I think that it's very important. Okay. However, in a failed attempt to make yourself sound intelligent, damn it, she couldn't go but 2 lines before the shaming and the insults came. All right? Shit. You actually made an ass of yourself. You know what it is? I kind of read that line and I said to myself, oh, she thinks that I'm intelligent the way that I talk. I talk like this all the time. It wasn't just that video, mama. So you think I'm smart? Anyway. You pretty much reinforced my entire point. Oh, did I? Okay. Let's read more. Which is that there is a double standard on cheating when it comes to men and women. I said that in my video. I said that there was a double standard. I admitted to that, but I tried to explain why. Okay? For you to say I have low integrity and don't love myself because I cheated a few times is very misleading and incorrect. Actually, that whole sentence is misleading and incorrect because I never said that. I didn't call that out about you at all. What I said was it blew my mind when me, MTR, I came to the realization that there is not a correlation between what a person looks like and how they treat their insides or how they cheat or how they hold themselves to a higher standard. That's what I said. I didn't say at all that you are low integrity and that you don't love yourself because you cheated a few times, even though you made it seem like it was more than a few times. We probably should standardize what a few times actually means. What is that? Is that like 3, 4, 6? Whatever. Handful is like 5 and above, right? A few should be 5 and below. Okay, we'll say that from now on. So you cheated less than 5 times is what I'm seeing right here. Okay? But as per usual, I get things that I say that get feelings and emotions attached to them, which then spins in your mind what you actually heard. It happens all the time in my channel. And in fact, even on this very video, you'll probably see comments of that happening. Anyway, I love myself enough to live and speak in my truth. Caps locks. You said I won't have a husband if I keep telling my truth. You also said you cheated for non-emotional reasons before. I did not say that. Do you not love yourself? Uh-oh, here comes the shaming. Here comes the shaming. Why can't we ever have a conversation and it just be my points and my arguments and your points and your arguments? That's what's usually called a debate. But, you know, I think what the attempt was here was to put it on her platform, which is people who mostly support her. I mean, obviously on my platform is people who mostly support me as well. But to put it up there and get the sympathy points and the sympathy tokens for her living in her truth. And the fact is that what we talk about in this channel is we get it. Living your truth. Living your truth. But we have our own truths and we have our own qualifications and we have our own expectations. And the longer that we let people's truths permeate in the masses and be examples because you're an influencer, the more it can lead people astray if the way that you've lived your life it will not amount to a conclusion that men or women generally try to aspire to. Okay? So I think it's important that we can have these critiques and to have these commentaries for people that are at your level of influence. I think it's very important that we can have these conversations, that we can have this discourse. All right? But I didn't say that I cheated. I actually never said that in my video. But okay. Do you not love yourself? I love myself actually very much. All right? Are you married? No, I'm not married. Oh, how do you know my end goal is even marriage? I don't know. But even if your goal is long-term, lasting and loving relationship, letting people know that you're a cheater is probably not a goal for you either. But if you intend on being single throughout the rest of your life, if that's your life goal, then do your thing. Okay? But admitting to the behaviors of a cheater or the expectation of going on dates with young men who you are expecting to pay for your creation, there's a behavior pattern there, which is you being alone. I will get married when I meet my king, and I will be an exceptional wife when the time is right. I'm not out here fishing for a husband, baby. What that means is I am independent. I am making my own money. Okay? I plan to get married once. So sorry if you being intentionally or unintentionally incompetent, here we go again, with the shaming and the insults, does not determine my worth. Try again. I'm the epitome of solid black queen who got it out the mud! Exclamation point. Do your research next time. She's got me right there. I didn't do any research. You're absolutely right. I wish that I did. If I did my research of the other content that you had up there or the type of content that you put on your Instagram page, I would have had a lot more ammo. I'll tell you that. I should have did my research. You got me there. All right. Link in my bio to subscribe and watch my channel. Guys, I'll leave another link down in the description box down below. They got a channel, so go down, click down there if you guys want to see more content. But let me also say this whole when I find my king thing and when I am ready, I think that it is not popping in this I am an independent culture to talk about, hey, there might be things that you can do to increase your outcome of becoming married, but instead we push get half naked on Instagram. Instead, we push, don't bring nothing to a table. Instead, we push, I don't need no man, right? So I hear you, mama. And, you know, at the end of the day, I wish you well. I wish you luck on your journey of finding your king. Hopefully, you are able to attain your goals. But from the behaviors that I've seen, it doesn't seem that the person or the king that you're looking for is the type that you want. Because you know as well as I know the amount of simps that are in your comments sending you heart eyes, peach asses, and emojis of that sort. You already know that. You don't want none of those dudes. Do you think that the king that you are looking for will look on your media, will watch your behaviors of talking about your cheating, will look at your expectations of how you want them, the apex of man? Because that's what you're probably looking for because of your status. The apex of man is going to look at these behaviors and sign up to be your king and will want you to be his queen. I mean, you're significantly lowering your chances of that happening based off of the behaviors. Anyway, I've spent too much time on that. Let's go down into some of the reactions. All right, so this first one at the top, I love Pretty Jazz. This is actually the other lady that was in the video, all right? First, she says, he is a part of that I don't even think I can say the word up here because YouTube stays demonetizing. TOW, men going their own way, like feminists for men, which is absolutely hilarious that that she broke that down into like feminists for men, because what's hilarious about that is like she seems like she doesn't agree with that movement, but she also doesn't agree with the femmies either, which is hilarious that she bucketed them together. But no, I love Pretty Jazz. That's not anything of that I stand for. I do not go my own way. I actually, if you look back at my content on my channel, I have women right here face to face as we conduct conversations that I would argue are solution focused and oriented, and in effect to get people closer to their goals. This is a critical thinking channel. I didn't see any men on your channel. Does that make you a women going their own way channel? Just like your friend told me to do my research, I think you need to do your research as well. Look down into the comments. You'll see women down there. Look on my Patreon. I got a link on my Instagram profile. You'll see women on my Patreon as well. This is what can happen if you put yourself out there, and in a space like this where you're up for critique and commentary is people can often try to minimize you by attaching you to some movement that they do not agree with. All right. Just keep your mind and eyes open if you see that happening. At the end of the day, this is my own movement. I don't prescribe to holy red pill stuff, to MG stuff and anything like that. I just speak from my own experiences based off of the earth that I consume around me. You understand what I'm saying? And I think each and every one of you should do that as well, because no one on this channel should be followers wholly of any framework. All right? Because we're all individuals. And most of his followers are men. Eek. Most of the followers on your channel are women. There's not men watching your ish. The arguments are just ridiculous. How is he going to bash us for what we said? I wasn't bashing you, mama. I was critiquing. See, this is the thing, is that weaponized words, inflammatory words can also be used with hyperbole of what actually happened. It's commentary. It's critique. We're all up for it, including me on my channel. Shit, I let people know you want to do reviews on my channel, go right ahead and upload them. Just make sure you tag me, all right? All that in my case happened in the past, and I'm married now years later. Yeah, I said that, and I said in the video, what do I know? Maybe I'm incredibly wrong, and I said that in the video. If you were young in a relationship who didn't cheat, I'm not even going to respond to that. WTF? That doesn't judge the person you are today. He a clown. Okay, insults. And I don't care what his ass has to say. Well, you watched the video and you responded to her, so you do. My relationship is good and 14 years strong. Congratulations. I mean that is good. I mean, so you are in a successful marriage. Congratulations. Our channel is about how situations like this helped us grow. We joke and kid, but come on, it's all entertainment. It is all entertainment. I love Pretty Jazz. You're absolutely correct. All right. And that's just that on that. The bottom right there. Let's keep it moving though. Let's see what other comments we can see down in here. All right. We can't let this go away. We can't let it go away. Listen, I had to call this portion out as well. Did I expand this? Oh, I did. I did expand this. All right. Now, guys, listen, I'm also probably going to hide the name of this person because he's not a public figure and I don't want to put his ish out there like that. But this is actually the husband of the young woman who I just went over that is married. And what he said on the IG page, this ninja just exposed y'all. Really throwing salt and putting our business out there for this damn show. Nah, bruh, not rocking. Okay. The response to that by Miss Grenaway, I'm going to be understanding of all your emotional maturity. This is her going at her co-host's husband. Okay. I'm going to be understanding to your emotional immaturity and not expose you. She's saying this publicly. All right. Here we go with these shaming and the insults off the bat. I have respect for you as my friend / co-host husband. I don't see respect in that first sentence. All right. And we're going to leave it there. There's nothing to even expose here. It's simply a conversation that needs to be had more often. Your wife's story may actually inspire more couples to move past cheating. All right. They go on and on for about 10 more comments. I'm not going to go over that because this is not a gossip type channel, but I wanted to show what this was because this to me is coming from a person in reality, right? And taking something of personal significance and bringing it for an entertainment purpose. And here's the thing. I think that if you have a conversation with your significant other and ask, is this something that we can have a conversation about? I think that that's something incredibly different. But if it's used for the sake of pure entertainment and someone like me comes across it and it was randomly, I just clicked on the video, I had no idea what to expect, then this is what can happen. So I hope that you guys were able to have communication regarding this, that there was no friendships lost, because that's not my intent. My intent is to just look at how different behaviors that I find across the internet, bring it up here so we can have a conversation. But I had to bring that up real quick because I think that the way that it was brought up in the conversation, in the nonchalant, lackadaisical attitude to the significance of what that is what is playing in with this dose of reality right here. But shout out to this brother. Hopefully you guys can work it out past that, because I don't want to be any instigator in that conflict. All right, so guys, listen, I will leave you with that here right now. This video has gone on way too long, but I felt as though that I needed to bring this back up to have the conversation right here. Guys, if you like this style of video, I would suggest that you join us for our live streams that we have. Red Cup Talk, typically on Fridays, 8 p.m. Eastern, to come in and have a conversation. This is generally how the live streams go, minus all of the editing and stuff like that. All right. But listen, let me leave off with this. All right. I think that it's inherently and increasingly important that we have these discussions regarding behavior, because your behavior is going to paint a picture regarding the outcomes that you are trying to have in life. All right. I think that it's key to hone in on that. All right. No longer will men sit back and take whatever y'all choose to throw at us. You understand what I'm saying? Like, take it from my example. 35 years old. I consider myself a high value man. The numbers would say that. Okay. Would I, at 35 years old, all right, have you take me out on a date? All right. And you tell me to pay for your child? A, I wouldn't. All right. That's the first thing. B, if I was to find that out on the date, knowing what I believe I qualify for, I would never take you serious. Not to mention, if I see a video of you going over your hellacious and salacious past and how you treated different men in your life, I would run for the hills. It doesn't diminish you as a person, and hopefully this video clears up some of the misinterpretation of my original reaction. All right. Questions, comments, concerns, y'all already know what to do. Mediocre tutorials and reviews at gmail.com. Guys, feel free to hit me up. Y'all already know my Instagram, link down in the description box down below. Keep on sending me content. All right. Last but not least, I got a Patreon as well. The community is building up there. We over 500 strong. I'm proud of each and every one of them because they're on a path towards growth and understanding. All right. Until next time, YouTube.